Marco.
Sean,
Ciao. How are you?
how is your Italian? How is it going?
It's not good. It's better. My cybersecurity is way better than my Italian.
Are you using ChatGPT
I
for
have
your
used
Italian?
ChatGPT for my Italian.
Yeah, very
Yes.
good. That's a luxury. See,
The
when I
best was having chats with your mother when I drove through or went through Florence. That was really nice. She helped me, but then I lost all the
you
language.
forgot everything. Once you came back to the U.S., your Italian was gone.
You didn't keep me on it. I blame you.
Well, now you have an homework for
But I
next
take no
year.
responsibility myself.
Okay, are you ready for a homework for
Yeah.
next year?
All right, homework. Yes.
So you need to learn Italian because next year we're gonna go
I
to
know.
ITASEC,
I'm
which
excited
is
for that.
the conference, the official Italian conference on cybersecurity. And I missed it just by a few days because I had to come back in the United States. But I did promise to go there next year. And in the meantime, I invited Professor Alessandro Armando here on the show so that he can tell us what's been going on this year and maybe even the year before, what it's all about. And we'll make a commitment to go on location. I'm sure, Sean, I don't have to push you to go to
And
Italy
no,
again.
no arm twisting needed here. I'll be there in a heartbeat. Yes.
Very well. Okay, enough chatting. Alessandro, welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thank you very much for the kind invitation. I'm very glad to be here and to talk with you. So about ITASEC. So ITASEC is a national cybersecurity conference that we hold annually in Italy. So since 2016. So each year in a different city, and this year was in Bologna. The novelty this year that it was a joint conference. So let me explain a bit about ITASEC first. So ITASEC is
Yes.
the result of the product of a national cybersecurity laboratory, which is of CINI. CINI is a national inter-university consortium of informatics, where basically all universities offering courses in cybersecurity or doing research in cybersecurity participate, and in particular there is the laboratory in cybersecurity, which I'm a director of. Has launched this initiative of having a national cybersecurity conference back in 2016. So, and this is already the ninth edition. That the next year will be the 10th. So there will be an opportunity to celebrate, and so it's interesting venue because we had the privilege to do a kind of community building in Italy on cybersecurity. So at the beginning, back in 2016, there was a lot of work to do in this direction. So, and we offered a venue where scientists working in cybersecurity, but also relevant stakeholders, so in governments and institutions and also industry could meet and exchange ideas and problems on cybersecurity. And over the years, as we all know, cybersecurity has evolved a lot. Nowadays in Italy, we have also a national cybersecurity agency, and we're very happy to host them in ITASEC and letting them explain what they do and the support they are giving to the national community, industry, and the public administration to help them getting more secure. And so it's a hybrid in a sense, because the ITASEC, because it offers the opportunity to scientists to present their research achievements, but at the same time it offers a showcase for stakeholders such as the national cybersecurity agencies and also industry to present their problems, the challenges, and that's, I think, the key of the success of ITASEC. So that's was very. And then this year, as I said, it was a joint venture between the National Cybersecurity Laboratory of CINI and another major effort that we are conducting here in Italy at the research level, which is called SERICS, which stands for, is an acronym for Security and Rights in the Cyberspace. This is a so-called extended partnership that where there are public and private partners involved in working together on quite ambitious research agenda, and thanks also to the funding by the European Union in the context of a resilience and recovery plan. And so this is a 3 years effort. So we have just entered the third year. So it was a good opportunity to present the result of the research of all the teams. So SERICS comprises 24 partners, mostly from academia, but we also have top players in cybersecurity contributed to the work. So that was a nice opportunity to present the result of the project.
Yeah, and Alessandro, I see the SERICS events noted here in the overall program. Can you give us an overview of the structure? There's that event, there's an ACN event, there's a scientific track, a workshop. It's a 6 calendar day event. 3rd through the 8th of February is when it was held. One of the longer conferences.
Yeah, it is. It is.
A lot of stuff. Can you give us an overview of what some of the programs are, who attends each thing? I'm assuming there's some executives, some practitioners, some education.
I propose to go. I'm proceeding chronologically. So starting for the first day was devoted to workshops and satellite events. One of these was very interesting, very important for us, where we involved students from the high school, especially for vocational studies. And so they had the opportunity. We had the opportunity to present a research program, which is called the Cyber Challenge for them. So they basically we provide this teaching in cybersecurity, but for hands-on activities, basically, where they basically learn by playing, essentially, so by using this capture the flag competition. So that was important. We gathered, so we had the opportunity to have more than 100 students listening to the presentation of the program, and that was the starting day. So then we had a number of workshops that day, a specialized workshop in a number of topics, one on the security of AI, so the topics of, for instance, adversarial machine learning, which is a very hot topic nowadays, and there was a specialized workshop on these themes. And then we had, throughout the whole week, we had a number of very relevant keynote speakers. We had the pleasure to have Giovanni Vigna presenting a keynote speech, and then Lorenzo Cavallaro, Battista Biggio, and Melanie Riebeck. So it was very, very nice to listen by their own voices in presence what they are doing, and also confronting them in talking with, listening and interacting with the scientists here in Italy. And then the second day of on Tuesday, there was a presentation by the Director General of the National Cybersecurity Agency, and also the Director of the European Cybersecurity Center. And then the scientific track started, and we touched. So we organized scientific tracks in a number of pillars. So there are many topics on human and legal aspects. There were several sessions on that. One on attacks and defenses, including the role of AI. For the cyber, but as I said before, also very important, and the security of AI. So to what extent we can rely on AI, and the concern is that it can also become a new vector for attacks. So if not designed in a proper way, and deployed in a proper way. And then we touched some with technical session session touched a number of very relevant topics. So, for instance, security of virtualization and containerization technologies, and the topic on cyber risks, new trends in that area, and so on. And
a little bit of everything.
yes, yeah, a bit of everything. So that's it's so large. This is also explained why the full week was necessary to present what's going on, because cybersecurity is now so broad. I mean, every
Right.
bit of ICT is touched by, is affected by cybersecurity. So that's if you want to talk about
So,
cyber.
Alessandro, so I mentioned that many years ago, I think it may have been 2017, I guess, that maybe that was the year that was in Pisa. And I was there in Italy. I went there. I was in touch with Professor Luigi Martino at the time. And it was a very small venue, not that many people, almost like classroom. So I was really at the beginning. I'd love to know from you how this has progressed into become 6 days with all this track. And that, of course, goes along with the importance and the role that cybersecurity has been taking in society. You mentioned that as well. So I remember in those years when I would say cybersecurity in Italy, people would be like, "What? What are you talking about?" And now, of course, you hear in the news, it's everywhere, European community and so on. So your vision, because you've been involved with this since the beginning, on how it's progressing and if it's progressing in the right way, on your opinion.
No, my vision is, I mean, I had the opportunity to saw the community, the cybersecurity community grow over the years, and there have been fundamental changes. So also in industry and in the governmental organization. At the beginning, cybersecurity was not only seen as a problem of IT, of the IT department, but it was a nuisance. It was a problem that we have to deal with, unfortunately. and now it is understood that it's also, first of all, it is not an option anymore. So you must have to deal with it, and also companies. Even a company that are not cybersecurity providers, but they see also cybersecurity as an opportunity. So because having the right posture in cybersecurity made the difference also in terms of perception by the potential customers. So that has been very significant evolution in this from this point of view. And there is also, of course, now growing interest in, also because, as you know, in Europe we have these tendencies to emphasize the normative part, and so there have been a number of very important laws and regulations in cybersecurity. So one of the so-called is DORA, is the Digital Operational Resilience Act for the financial sector. This morning I was had the opportunity to participate in a meeting organized by Bank of Italy concerning the implementation of these regulations. Very important, and it provides very significant advanced approach to cybersecurity. So in particular, so-called threat-led penetration testing. So financial institutions, especially the big ones, are mandatory must undergo penetration testing on the systems that are under production. So that's not trivial test to conduct on the financial sector. So, and this just for the financial sectors. Now, a few weeks ago, there was also other. There is the implementation of the NIS2 directive, which is also affecting it, or also just in Italy. Only in Italy, 40,000 companies are affected, as must be basically comply with this new directive. So, but this,
Alessandro, can I pause you, Mom? I'm curious. One thing we like to explore is kind of the different cultures and I'll say maturity level of different regions around the world. Obviously, Italy being part of the EU, there's a lot driven by the European Union into Italy. But what's your perspective on the culture and the mindset within Italy, and perhaps as a driver of better security maturity, not just in Italy, but back into Europe and perhaps around the world?
So my perception is that I mean there are a number of regulations that are being implemented right now. A few years ago, I had the perception that there was there was no complete understanding of the need to follow this regulation. But now, in the light of the new developments, companies and organizations, and there is understanding that something. So this is not just a compliance. It's not just a compliance issue. So these are homeworks that must be done basically. And of course, the problem is that this comes with a cost. I mean, implementing threat-led penetration testing for a financial institution is a cost. I mean, large banks can afford this. Smaller, of course, they are not. It is not mandated for smaller companies, but still, it will be beneficial to them. But it comes with a cost.
Let's talk a second about that, because Sean and I have been talking about this for 10 years with ITSP Magazine, which is it needs to be we need to stop to look at this just as a cost, and the famous department of no, right? You said that at the beginning. IT is annoyance when it comes to security. But then we noticed, especially maybe in the US, and that it becomes an asset, meaning we are secure, we take care of your privacy, we care about blah blah blah. It becomes branding and marketing as well. So are we at the point, I guess, to go deeper in Sean's question, where the perception is changing and being secure is not just a cost, but is an investment?
Yeah, that's absolutely. I at least think companies and organizations in general understand that. So the problem is that it's an investment. The problem is that there is a lot of pressure on companies nowadays for a number of reasons, and so I don't think it's an issue of willingness to undertake and implement a cybersecurity program. Of course, I'm generalizing a bit. There are
right, no, of course,
but the tendency is that but there are many other concerns nowadays. The company is facing a lot of strains in different directions, but for sure, cybersecurity is very well perceived, and so I'm sure you're aware of the risk barometer of Alliance that they publish every year, and cyber risk is a top concern, considered the most relevant risk for businesses in general. So, along with them, there are other concerns. So, the effect of climate change, and that are very important, but still, cyber risk is top in this list. So, I think the businesses they know that this is a major issue.
Right.
Alessandro, sorry, Marco.
No, go for it.
On this point. So I think it's one slice of the pie from the business perspective. Obviously, we looked at the policy. You mentioned education being a big part of ITASEC. Where does Italy stand in terms of a workforce that's ready, willing, excited, able to participate in the challenges and opportunities ahead?
So here, I'm telling this with pride. So as a national cybersecurity laboratory, so we have been working hard on this, because we are the consortium of universities. So for us, our main mission is to train and people and youngsters mostly. So we have devised a very program that initially was called cyberchallenge.it, and with basically all participating university training, selecting and training 20 students. So ranging with the age, ranging from 16 to 24. So this also including student from the high school. So initially there was just one university, the University of Rome. The second year we were 6 university, and now we are 50. And if 50 times 20 students gives 1,000, which is an impressive number. And so this is I'm very proud of this, because this result it's a consortium is a network with university, and we are leveraging the fact that we are a network of university. So we have somehow we managed. It was a magic at some point that we stopped reasoning as this individual university competing with each other, and at some point, thanks to my predecessors also, and we started thinking at the system level. So, and the work has brought fruits, and the important one. So we have been given by the government the privilege and also the privilege to organize and support the national cybersecurity team. So it's so that competes at the national level on and this year. So it's called Team Italy, and this year we hosted the European Cybersecurity Challenge in Torino. So and this was very nice. There were 40 countries participating, 36 from, if I remember well, 36 from Europe in broad sense, and 4 from outside Europe, overseas. So it was also US, UK as external, and also Canada. And it was in Australia, so it was a very major event. Also logistically, as you can imagine, organizing an event like this, and also which it's not only having a venue, you must also set up a platform, the playground for to host such a cybersecurity event. So there was all the computing infrastructure, and everything went very well. And so next year, so this is an event organized by ENISA, the European Cybersecurity Agency, and and next year it will be in Warsaw, in Poland. So that's.
Well, I have to say, Alessandro, I'm very impressed. I'm very proud as an Italian as well to see the progress that has been done in these years that this is happening. I know how hard you guys work on this, and I can see a lot of conversation. I hope we will have more conversation with you, with all the committee and all the people that are part of the programs. And a question is, as we close, do you guys decided what is going to be next year?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. Can you reveal it?
I was waiting for this question. So
yeah, tell me about that.
Next year will be in the beautiful Sardinia. So in Cagliari.
Oh wow! Okay,
that's
that's interesting. So I guess I never been to Sardinia. So that would be my excuse, hopefully, to be there. It's definitely a beautiful place to check out.
So I look forward to see you all in
Absolutely.
Sardinia.
And hopefully we'll get to see you before that as well. We, with all our coverage, we will be in London in June for InfoSecurity Europe. And I know that Sean is going to be in Barcelona for a WASP. Am I right? A WASP Global. And we always need just one single excuse to tell us to go around the world, and we will certainly go. Well, Alessandro, thank you so much. I would love to have you back, even before next year's event, and of course I'll get in touch with you when I will be in Italy. Hopefully, we'll get the opportunity to meet in person. And great job. I love what you guys are doing. We'll of course put the link to the website on the notes, and I hope it keeps growing. I hope it keeps growing every year, and it's not going away. Cybersecurity, it's not going away.
Yeah.
So buckle up.
Congratulations, and keep up the good work. Hopefully, you have a good team surrounding you to help.
Very good.
Thank you all. Thank you, Marco.
Yep.
Thank you, Sean.
It was a pleasure. And for everybody else listening, I hope you enjoy the conversation. Stay connected with us. Subscribe to On Location with Sean Martin and Marco Ciappelli, which is me, as we have a lot more going on and talking from either on location as we go there physically, or if we can't, like this one, we'll just use technology. And
We'll
come
see
to
you
you
somewhere, somehow in the future.
Exactly. Take care, everybody. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thanks, Alessandro.